唉，我现在情绪没有很好，我可能不太会讲话。我现在睡不着了，所以我才会来玩。就这样，现在情绪很糟。唉，哦，靠，为什么是kobe啊？
Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over.
Watch this! Can we do that again?
哦，为什么是kobe啊？唉。干，真的难过。为什么？
Tunnel here.
Yes! Oh, that's the last of him.
为什么是kobe啊？这世界上那么多人渣，为什么是他？
big one. We can tiptoe around to the left or go with the gun straight. Up to you. I'll move the ladder. To shreds, you said?
My time to shine!
这世界上不是很多人渣吗？为什么要杀kobe？为什么是kobe啊？干你娘！到底为什么啊？
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely... You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a...
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah, nah, nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here. Killing marauders and hooligans, as I am handsomely paid to do. I owe you a debt for saving my neck strength. There's a station up the way. It's where we can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way. Once I've gathered...
Oh. 为什么是kobe啊？这世界上不是一堆垃圾吗？为什么是他？这么多更糟的人。
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
There are marauders up ahead.
If you're living up in a tower on a place called Devil's Peak, you might be some type of serial.
This station's under the protection of the corporate You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to... A coherent enough You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with, and that... There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the... You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small bear... See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down.
Score
哦。
Out of my way! No good, Doc. Find those weapons! Got it, Doc!
干，真的很难开心起来。哦。到底是为什么啊？
I owe you for bringing the boss man back to us.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. Then we call... The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald, our system works. We've racked up... We were hired to do so. Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls our current gigs to stop by means of lethal force. You drive a hard bargain, Mannequin. It don't make much financial sense for... At the same time, we recommended the... I'd best radio ahead for Joy and Hudson to prep for us. They'll be...
所以你这里是没有帮啊？
There you are. Boss man said you'd be up.
Hiram's home.
Quick regroup before we shoot up.
Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine. Ain't it the same, really? I'd say me and my piece. We can tell friend from foe, mind you. You're A-okay.
Company ammo.
Waste of company ammo.
Process in.
哦。
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Everyone all right?
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place. On lockdown.
Oh.
Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you... And you, Nyoka, what are you...
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also...
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with. No. We'll deal with information related. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have cleared...
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name.
What? Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in Marauder... I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. They destroy the transmission equipment. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before... Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out. Already they've caused considerable damage to the... Aside from the... You said you wanted something from me. Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready. Entry through the main time.
Light him on fire, ladies and gents!
Fire! It's not right.
Come out, leg!
Oh, that's the last of him.
Time to collect a fine bounty.
Something's not right.
Something's not
Gotta
right.
get down!
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Waste of company ammo.
Thought I saw
That's the last of them, I think.
And stay down, miscreant.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought... This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. Allow me to pose my question in another That is the primary goal behind locking myself high in a tower. Some folks don't look kindly on me being a purveyor of delicate information. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe.
Have you seen Doc Wells? The guy's ancient. You take any more time and he's liable to croak.
Just, it might take me a while this time. Caring or not won't change the facts. I am awaiting but a single but MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their... Exactly what I was thinking. Which of course has inadvertently affected the... No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing... The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. Amber Heights is one of the... Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Graham and his Iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposed... My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had... You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat. Oh, great.
Aw, you called us friend. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing...
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Tug on my heartstring. Look.
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went...
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clear. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of... We'll call it an exchange for your... Ask me... There are so many... If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. That the chairman is politically motivated to keep Monarch from being re-recognized. And that is all you will get. Luckily for you, They are a curious lot. Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next set. Not in his life. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, some say Graham suffers from nightmare. I would assume it stems from the friends and family. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those mega... Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation... Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause, but MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take... Even then I plied my trade as an information broker, albeit... Thus the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now... And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally... Luckily for you, I am a very... Not much. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoko. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a Raptidon of another color. I do know that there is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering... What? No. Why would I go... Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain... How... I may have a secret?
Ugh. Oh, God.感觉
You know, Nyoka, between you and me, we know all there is to know about Monarch.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. Anyway?
嗯
You think we're the problem? It isn't easy. My, it's warm in here, is it?
What he means to say is that we won't need that frequency.
If we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch... You have my word. I'm sorry. Ah, they're hardly a corporation. The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers.
Not that we don't appreciate your diligence.
infamous Amber Heights.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Welcome. All right.
I heard about you. You're trying to change the colony, right?
Right, you are, my boy. The iconoclast. Meanwhile, we seek to replace. This is not anarchy. Society requires. Before all this, I was the certainty with which I spun among. That came much later after Sanjar. I'd known a little about philosophism on the fringes of the freedom it teaches. Awakening is available to all. You and I, and the rap. Everyone, regardless of ability. The point of no return. For many, mine was witness.
我不想再听他传教了。
Then your will is stronger than most. Your moment is yet to come. Not in the sense of a single entity. The universe came into in that sense.
Whoa. I think I just felt my brain kick into a higher gear.
If it were only that easy, my delightfully eager friend. Go ahead. All right. I'm sorry. It's fine. Why have you... Stop. No. Spreading the... They can't be everywhere at once. Surely. Spreading the truth and saving the... However, perhaps we can do that more effectively with the...
两边都有一堆要求，而且好像没有道理不去实现，因为是我先要求他们的。我要求他们，他们再要求回来，听起来就没有道理不去实现他们的要求。
I hear you're into Graham's philosophist hogwash, Felix.
Yeah, if by philosophist hogwash you mean the virtues of enlightened anarchy.
Organization separates us from the animals. You ever seen a rat play plumbing? You see sprats running around building roads? Maybe the folks we have at the top ain't exactly leadership materials.
等一下。
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
You watching the Aetherwaves last night? Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? 5 years go by, they... Right, forgot about that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend. I just heard from him. The guy just vanished without a trace one day. That's what I don't know. Clyde. He was a blood. Clyde was my first... I figured the boy... Clyde's wait... I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
The dust bat casserole, Mr. Raymond? Now look how cute these cakes... If there's leftover, I got this nice meal all... There's this place I heard.
God.
Not today, no. I know this is all... I saw the lady who runs it on. Thanks, Captain.
干，知道自己麻烦就好。
Hey, Cap. Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. Opal was quite... Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone... I will.
God， 我还不想走啦。 你不好用，带你带带看。完全没带过你出门的。 腐蚀233。 飘在空中。
Anyone else?
I may be so bold?
干嘛？
Well, now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I said, care to.
好啊。
Thanks again, cared.
我怎么下去啊？不会死吧？完了。
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Bunch of amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
Oh. 不小心杀了一堆灵鼠。都不是。保存游戏。 哎，过来了。哎，第二代的枪，518哎，其实不错。
Stay back.
Mm-hmm.
I may be... How'd you get... Well, what are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something... Nice to know she... Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. Marauders were waiting for us. We blew the bridge and took off with the shipment.
It's hot.
Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out. Last I saw, they were heading back up the... If you got the sand to go after him, me, I'm headed back to...
干嘛？看到我在抢东西不爽哦。哦，没有比较近的路了。就是这。
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Boy, take you! Keep this up and I won't have any new battles. There, mistake.
It's very fashionable. I can't...
Whoa, I'd pay to see that again.
死去。 放弃也这么直接哦！ 但到底为什么我的技能会那么低呀？我要换装备了。46。这边还蛮帅的。嘿。哦。
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Myoka. He polished it, sang to it.
Be careful with your new... Anyway. Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I finally...
You're getting ahead.
So That's just cruel. And I'm working on a plan to
I don't know what you think you're gonna accomplish. I'd just as soon reorganize...
You can't build...
It's fine.
Nonsense. But truly, I am getting it. That seems...
It's actually very...
Now I'm confused. Do you have... I knew there was something going on. I'll transmit this data along with the...
That means no more broadcast... Mighty big of you.
Believe me. Was there anything...
Bye-bye.哦，这么赞啊！ 嗯。好诶。哦。
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
哦，所以这个就是要离开了，那我不要。
Captain, could I have a moment of your time?
好啊。
I want to thank you for talking. It has been a long... You're right. I owe you an apology. And even then, you saved me from... You owe me nothing, I know, but I... Thank you. Oh, exactly. The way I see it.
“等一下，隐士我记得好像是住在……对啊。都在石窟啦。哎，走吧。干走这有个屁用啊！哎，我先来做一件事。那个桥应该是可以从这边开的吧？还不能从这边开，稍小，可以。 这样才对嘛。郊游了。
This town must have looked mighty grand when it was built.
大概
You
吧。
take us to the nicest places, Captain.
This should be fun and dangerous.
嘿。
Nice one!
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
哦。
We are unstoppable.
Hmm. 直接杀过去。
Here they come. I'll take your confession now. Nice hit. I never had any doubt we'd prevail. A fight like that still gets the blood pumping, though. I find myself marveling. Some.
叫什么啦？
Have your backpack. Look at how it's done.
Ready for more.
Hmm?
That armor!
Prisoner! I smite you in the name of the law!
排斥啊，傻小。好了，我要睡觉了，拜拜，关播关播。